everyone. So, a couple of days ago, I discovered something while I was searching up carcharadontosaurus, and it got me thinking, and so I decided to make a video on it. So here's the post. It's called, "If you could use the carcharadontosaurus within your own story, within the JP universe, how would you use it?" And like the thumbnail of this video, it is indeed a great question to ask. Me personally, I would probably add it into the Lost World Jurassic Park since it's my favorite of the 3 Jurassic Park movies, even more than the original. The original is my 4th favorite. The Lost World is my 3rd. And so I would probably have it as the dinosaur antagonist rather than the humans, so it would probably come back as a rival to the buck T-Rex, as it would explain why the buck has scars on his face. It would be due to the carcharadontosaurus from a previous fight that they had. And then later on, it would probably appear when the humans have relocated the buck and his son back onto Isla Sorna. And here's how it would go. Once the buck and his son make it back, the carcharodontosaurus would start to step out of the trees and the bushes, and it would roar to challenge the buck, since they had previously fought before, and they are in the carcharodontosaurus' territory. Basically, it's a territorial dispute. So it would pretty much be the earlier and Jurassic Park version of Dinosaur Revolution between the 2 male T-Rexes fighting. And so here, the buck will go and fight the carcharodontosaurus. Meanwhile, his mate, the doe, is going to take their son and to go somewhere safe. And the fight would go as you would expect, except this time the buck is not getting thrashed around like how Rexy gets thrashed around by the other large theropods in the Jurassic movies. And eventually the carcharodontosaurus beats him up pretty badly and slashes him across the face some more, and then bites him around his shoulders, which causes him to cry out in pain. And then the doe decides to go back and help him out, as she goes up and she bites down onto the carcharodontosaurus's back, which lets it let go of him. And as it starts to fight her, the buck regains his strength, and then they both team up against it, although this time the doe decides to step aside and let the buck do the fighting, as she still needs to protect their son named Junior. And so, as they continue to fight on for a while, Buck gets in some more or better hits as the carcharodontosaurus is slowly starting to tire out. And then he goes for the neck, and then he actually is able to snap it and ends up killing it. The same way the Majungasaurus named Major killed the Suchomimus in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Chaos Theory. Except this time it's around the neck, and it's a lot more fatal, as it stops moving as soon as there's a crunching sound. That's basically how I would use it. I know some of you guys may use it in Jurassic Park 3, so we can have the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus fight the Carcharodontosaurus, since these 2 large theropods lived together in Africa 95 million years ago. But still, I just wanted Buck and Doe to have a couple more feats and not to be written off as featless fodders, which they aren't. If I'm being honest, either of them can take on the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. And over here is my drawing of how the Lost World Carcharodontosaurus may look. I know it's a bit too flashy and there's too much bright colors. It probably would look a bit more naturalistic, but yeah, I tried. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day and see you next time, guys.